time. So
you were the sheriff of a 70s sitcom.
that's right.
There
You
you
got
go.
it. There you go.
Oh, I never knew that story. It's amazing.
He wanted the story. There's a story.
There's a story.
There's
a
nothing
story.
like Washington Square Park.
Well, it is 9:07, and the sheriff and the deputy did not just come rolling through town just to not do music. So we're going to give 2.5 minutes before Gary takes over Kat's phone and starts running the camera.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be hard for you to play.
And then they're going to play a few songs, and we'll talk some more.
Cool.
But right about now,
What will we do without
coming out
direction?
right about now, as Bob just puts the last metallic thing on his instrument, on his guitar.
Capo.
Capo.
I'm supposed to wear these, huh?
The pad.
You don't have to. If you want to, you can.
Is that feeling okay?
No, I think that's a good
Your
idea.
pad.
Let's just to both be on the headphones.
Okay.
Just
Sheriff says.
Are you comfortable like that?
put this
Well,
between.
If not, we'll just switch up right
I
now.
would prefer
Let's see how it
that
goes.
it fits nicely over my hat, but you know, what can you do?
Are you okay
What
with
can we
that?
do?
No, it's great. It's great.
Let's go.
It's great. I was
Let's
kidding.
give it
Because
a
we'll
try.
we'll just clank around and switch.
I'm
switch
good.
that.
What are we singing, Bob?
What, the first song on your list?
Then
Dark
you
Holiday.
then you need an official introduction. Gary.
Go for it.
All right, here comes the Thompson Street Medicine Show. Actually, part of the Thompson Street Medicine Show. It's the
It's the
deputy
sheriff
and the
and the
sheriff.
deputy.
The essence,
Whoa.
the essence
That's right.
of the
Deputy
Thompson.
and the sheriff. I love that. I knew that was reality, but I didn't know it
This
was
is
coming
reading the
out
hat.
real.
You
I was
wear
reading
the
a hat.
bigger badge, but the lady goes first. It's just the way.
Well, she's
So-
also
the essence
smarter.
of the
This
Thompson.
lady's
smarter.
nice.
She's
Oh, what
smarter,
a night.
younger.
You're laughing, but when
Anyway,
the
this is a good
Indians are
time.
coming, you're going first. You're in the
I
front.
think you guys will appreciate this.
Okay.
The sheriff and
That's for
deputy.
sure.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Go.
3.
Go.
Rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine, and to be here alone, just knowing that you're gone, it would cause me to lose my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. Rather be in some dark hollow where the sun refused to shine, than to see you another man's darling, and to know you'd never be mine. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. Rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine, than to be here in some big city, Lord, in a small room with you on my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Before one more song,
Yeah.
how are you hearing in the headphones? You
I
have
don't think I could hear anything.
you were, she's
I
on
was
what,
hearing
number
the-
3?
If we could,
Try it now.
I'd rather just. I can
Okay.
just hear.
yeah.
I can hear the dobro. I, can
We have a few new pieces of equipment, so we're playing.
I trust you guys to make it sound good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
Except Jade left.
They're playing on the opposite side of the room this time,
Her mic.
so everyone's a little bit off.
And this, or we only have this one?
Okay.
Put it in the middle more. I think then we'll get both.
That's fine.
You got
We
it?
got it.
Then you got
Yeah.
All right, what are we up to?
it. In that case, song 2.
Song 2.
theme song.
How about right now?
All right.
The
let's
theme
do
song.
right
Yeah.
now.
You mean the Thompson Street Medicine
Yes.
Yeah.
Show?
Oh boy.
On Thompson Street?
Yeah.
Jolie
my
is
God.
the That's Me girl, and you're going to find out why in a couple of seconds.
That's right. That's right. Now
I hope I don't forget to do it now.
we have.
You took a check.
Okay.
This is for.
Yeah, for both. Now I think we get a good balance.
All right. Sorry, I gotta take this off. It's just.
The removing
With the
of
removing the
jewelry.
bracelet.
I just switched it to the other hand, but okay.
Okay.
We'll save that for
She's
later.
wearing big jewelry.
Yeah, you.
You gonna help
Lit.
sing along with us on this, guys?
I think we
Yeah.
can do it. Yeah, we can sing.
Yeah, quietly.
Woo!
Air singing.
1, 2, play.
Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that bottle round and round, good times for you and me. Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that round and round, good times for you and me. Medicine man,
That's
he'll
Gary.
cure what ails you. His remedy won't never fail you. Just one place you gotta go. Thompson Street Medicine Show. Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that bottle round and round, good times for you and me. Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that round and round, good times for you and me. Mama J,
That's me!
she'll make you feel right at home. Her remedy, it will soothe your soul. Just one place you gotta go. Thompson Street Medicine Show. Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that bottle round and round, good times for you and me. Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that round and round, good times for you and me. Sheriff Bob,
That's me.
he's the sheriff for good times. His dobro will take you there every time. Just one place you gotta go. Thompson Street Medicine Show. Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that bottle round and round, good times for you and me. Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that round and round, good times for you and me.
Every cat, she is a star. Going up, she plays guitar. Just one place you gotta be. Thompson Street Medicine Show.
Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that bottle round and round, good times for you and me. Give me one shot of the sheriff, one dose of the deputy. Pass that round and round, good times for you and me. At the Thompson Street Medicine Show.
Yeah!
And as Sheriff Bob and Deputy Cat sing the Thompson Street Medicine Show theme song. Jolie is the That's Me girl,
That's me.
because they're writing about her. What you doing, Gary?
He's trying
Setting
to.
up the camera.
He's
Looks
trying
great.
to
That's
film.
great.
Oh, you put Cat's phone in the drink. Okay.
Well, one shot. You know.
That's what happens with Apple phones. They wind up destroyed. It's like a cult of technology, and it doesn't happen to Android.
Gary likes the Android.
So what is the sheriff and deputy doing these days? You just finished up a residency at the Opry?
At the Opry, we're playing there. We are writing a musical score for a production of Charlotte's Web, so we're in my studio recording
Really?
right now for that. For the
That's great.
playwrights. What's the order? Theater Works. That's who we're doing this for. But we're using traditional American folk music for the music for Charlotte's Web and recording it. So we're busy on that. We got 2 shows this month at Thompson Street Medicine Show, of course. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow night, I run my Bluegrass Jam once a month at the Zinc Bar, which is on 3rd Street between Thompson and Sullivan. We have a Bluegrass Jam and party. You know, I'm the sheriff of good times. It's not that serious. So, I mean, I don't allow saxophones, but other than that, it gets pretty loose. So, a lot of good players, good people. If you're around, we start about 9:30, go to 12:30, then we start our serious drinking. So then it's good all the time.
Then the show starts.
That's when it starts.
Yeah.
What about you, Kat? What are you doing? You have your cat band with friends and
Cat and Friends, yes. And I have. Oh, hold on, I'm just switching around. I'm playing this weekend at the Opry at Opry City Stage from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. 8 a.m.
8 to 3.
8 to 3. Wow. Saturday and Sunday. This weekend and next weekend. Wow. 21st, 22nd, 28th, 29th. It's a lot of time. It's great.
It's an odd time.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. So I love playing there.
People can wake up to great music.
They can wake up. Yeah, that's
right. Wake up to live country music.
They don't go to bed.
Maybe they don't go to sleep.
They do breakfast, of course. Yeah, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
8 a.m. concert. No one's going to sleep. It's just
there's the breakfast there.
Is there alcohol in it?
What drugs do you have to keep the audience alert?
Say it again.
What nice drugs do you have to keep the audience alert that we can sell at the front door?
I like the idea of brunch.
We have Barocca.
Okay.
We have Barocca. Barocca keeps me up.
Can you spike the eggs Benedict to keep people awake?
Some coffee isn't all we need.
Yeah. We got free coffee at Thompson Chemist. Anybody that comes there in the morning gets free
espresso.
Coffee. Yeah, every morning you get free coffee.
Mama J makes
Mama J puts some
great
Israeli
coffee.
Hawaiian inside of it.
It's 9:19. We'd love to hear from you when the phones are open. 646-690-2976. Live me, people. No, we're not moving the phone. It's okay. Just letting you know. Just saying hello. I cannot see any comments. But I'm reminding all of you on both feeds, if you give Jade 10,000 coins worth of gifts, I will sit here and introduce her for 50 straight minutes, as I always say. And believe me, I am insane enough to do it. And I'll give you a story of how I am that insane. There's a mild amount of healthy insanity in my family. I can do a lot of things. I will tell you why after the next song. So.
You sure you want a son? That sounds too good. We should. Okay, you ready? You ready to do this one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, you got to put the phone down.
No, well, let me use it as a big pick. Hit 2 strings at once.
Yeah. Okay. Just because. Second half. Going into it. In G.
Hold on. I gotta get the tape out.
Yeah, this works better. See, I don't have to have it.
I guess I should face this way because it's hard to get in there.
Yes. No, I think it's better to turn that way.
Then everyone can see my.
But I'd like to hear your guitar more than see.
That's nice. What are you talking about? You should hope so.
Yeah.
You want them to see that.
You ready? 2, 3, 4. Just because you think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot, just because you think you got something nobody else has got. You made me spend all my money, laughed and called me old Santa Claus. Well, I'm telling you, honey, I'm leaving you just because. Well, just because you think I'll be lonesome, just because you think I'll be blue, just because you think I'll be foolish, stay at home and wait for you. You made me drop all my girlfriends, laughed and called me old Santa Claus. Well, I'm telling you, I'm through with you because, just because. you. Though you may think that I'm foolish, there just ain't no Santa Claus. But I'm telling you, honey, I'm through with you just because you think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot, just because you think you got something nobody else has got. You made me spend all my money, laughed and called me old Santa Claus. Well, I'm telling you, babe, I'm through with you just because. Well, I'm telling you, honey, I'm through with you just because.
Wow. See, there you go.
Ooh, you guys are
Now that doesn't that feel good? Everybody feels great, right?
Yeah,
That's
I
feeling,
feel it.
and that's what the medicine show's about.
There it is.
That is there. That's the magic of the medicine show.
Now, as per my union,
All right, we want that. That's right.
as per my contract, this is not my story. I get to take a break when I have more than one guest, and today Jolie is my co-host. So-
Mama J, there you go. That's me.
In turn, Jolie has written down a question for each of you that she's never asked you before. So I don't know if she's going to humiliate anyone or just ask for the combination to your
We'll
gym
see.
locker. But we're leaving it to Jolie. Take it away.
Take it
well,
away.
here
Close to
goes.
that mic.
I-
Gets
Everyone knows
first.
you.
I think I'm going to ask Bob first. Well, I can ask Gary first. I can ask
Gas-
Gary. When Bob came to you, and
you'll be
it was going to be our,
prepared.
it was going to be our anniversary, and Bob came to you and he said, "Hey, want to have some music?" What did you think was going to happen?
We opened up our store to, like different talents and different people all the time, and that's part of what we do. And I know Bob forever, and he always wants to contribute. And I never understood the grandness of his of this idea, but whatever it was, the magic, the moment, everything just worked out perfectly, and it continues to. And it's just a great, healthy feeling. It's something unique. It's something you have to see, and I can't describe it.
You
really
actually
got to
get more
experience
people
it.
in there than some actual music
Yeah,
venues.
it's
That's
just,
true, and they
it's
actually
really,
listen.
really-
That's
He
the
has
other
25
beauty.
at times.
It's really
And
magic.
25 more on the street.
Yeah.
It's about nothing but just the
Good
well,
vibes.
the-
I've been to
right,
small
the-
shows
a
in
true
little spots,
well-being,
and
a true
lucky if you
necessity.
got the family sitting there.
He's a sheriff of good times, and we're the store of good vibes.
I like that.
I think. And well, as I'm asking, so Bob, when you decided to come and play at Thompson Chemist, what did you think it was going to be? Like, did you think all this magic was going to happen?
I had no idea. I mean, I think it was your idea, Gary. Really, you said it's our anniversary, and you knew I played music, and you had some of my CDs, and you said, why don't we come down and play some music? And I think we did one with no thought of doing another one, but it was so successful. And Kat came up with the name, the Medicine Show, which, and then we got the good graphic
we
on
felt it.
And now it's been going. We've probably done close to 30 shows there now.
And Kat,
And we're there. The what are the dates in May that we're there?
July?
July. I knew it was July. I was just testing you.
I thought it was May too. I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
I
know.
celebrated my birthday
did.
yet.
And
July 24th
and July 31st.
and July 31st.
7 to 9 p.m.
Yeah, you got to be
It's a
there.
very, very
At
special
132 Thompson
thing.
Street.
So,
right.
Kat, let me ask
Very
you,
healing.
since you're playing all over the place, Kat and Friends at the Opry and at the Zinc Bar and everything, what is it like to play in a community pharmacy as it is opposed to playing at the Grand Ole Opry or the Zinc Bar?
Well, the Thompson Street Medicine Show is the fun show. That's how I describe it. It's our fun show. It's just so much fun, and it feels so good. Everyone has a good time. People come to hear the music. They come to socialize. They come to see you guys. They come to shop, hopefully, and people bring their dogs, and there's a little dog party
Kids.
outside. People bring their kids. It's so much fun. People from all over, people from uptown, downtown, people from the neighborhood, people who we see walking out on the streets sometimes. Like our friends from the neighborhood come. Everyone comes. I feel
like that we're creating something that doesn't exist anymore in New York. I feel like it's the old Soho, like the old community.
I think
I feel
there's
like
a
it's
value.
my kids used to call our streets the little streets.
Right.
They like to walk on the little streets, and I kind of feel like we're bringing back all the little streets.
Yes.
so
Yeah.
so we
It's
have
so great.
Sorry, my fault.
I think there's a healing value here. That's where
we're gonna have a healing value. Someone help my rib. So I'm wondering
this type of connection.
Since we have the billing members, the sheriff and the deputy. How many people do you really play with? I've seen as many as 7 back there.
Oh yeah, we can big band.
We are the band, the 2 of us. But the plan was that we would only play with people who were better than us. That was the
smart
idea
move of every musician.
Right. And on our CD, we had some of the best players in New York City playing with us, and we rotate a whole bunch of different great musicians at the Medicine Show, at the Opry, and at the Jam. They just show up anyway. It's fun. New York has a wonderful group of bluegrass musicians living here now.
They do, yeah. It's
and
more than I've heard in a while.
Brooklyn,
yeah.
And there's probably 5-6 jams a week. A lot of them in Brooklyn.
I don't know if you heard the city winery is closing.
Yeah.
What?
In a couple of years.
Disney. They're going to Disney.
Disney World. Disney World.
No, they're on Varick Street.
Yeah.
So for all of you that are not in New York, this is going down just before Lower Manhattan. You're ending the Village. You're heading towards Lower Manhattan on a southbound street, 7th Avenue, Varick Street. In a couple of years, Disney is coming in to put their office buildings, and they're going to take down what was the old El Diario building, now City Winery, and that's going to go in a couple of years. A lot of good shows there.
It really sucks.
Yeah.
So the winery won't be there. The actually
Another place won't be there.
where they actually make the wine. There.
And the Union Square coffee shop is going also.
Oh, yeah. That I heard. They're making their rent go too high.
So we're coming up on 9/29. You have a song for 9/29?
Yeah, we're going to go back to the Civil War, if that's okay.
Or do you have a 9/31 song? What?
I'm having fun.
How about a song in G? You want that?
A song in G.
Okay.
G away.
How about picks?
Picks?
For you. There it is.
I got a pick.
And
I still say use the phone. It's an Apple. It could do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Except play the right chords.
Yeah, it's an app for everything.
I need her trusty
There's
left
an
hand to play the right
app
chords.
for everything, for all occasions.
This is a song
What you need?
from the band.
Water.
Where is Cat's Water?
Oh, you want more?
That's the one I just opened. But
Do you mind if I have
force
some?
it.
Nope, you can have mine too.
Why would-
I share.
Thank you all for sharing your water with me.
We're a big
your
happy
water.
family, so
Staying hydrated.
Hi.
we're not drinking out of a bottle. So
And a 1.
Virgil Kane is the name, served on the Danville train. Stoneman Cavalry came, tore up the tracks again. In the winter of '65, we were hungry, just barely alive. By May the 10th, Richmond had fed. It's a time I remember oh so well. They drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. My wife in Tennessee, when one day she called to me, Virgil, quick come see, there goes Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if the money's no good. You take what you need and leave the rest. They should never have taken the very best. They drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. Brother before me, I will work the land, and like my brother sea. Proud and brave, but a Yankee laid him in his grave. I swear by the mud below my feet, you can't raise a king back up when it's in the field. They drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing out. They drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was awesome.
One of our favorite songs.
That's such a beautiful song. How many years have we been singing that one together, Bob? We almost know it.
I only messed up one word. Come on. And you were the only one who noticed it. All right.
Yeah, that song flows.
I definitely didn't notice
That
it.
song flows. Nobody notices.
Charlie,
That's
you've
so
been pretty
beautiful.
quiet.
Yeah,
If I didn't
that
send you an
flows.
assignment.
That
No,
flows.
I'm trying to listen and enjoy. I'm usually, standing up and dancing.
You
So
can
it's
stand
fun
up and
to-
dance.
I can stand up and dance?
Yeah, there's 2 TV screens that people are watching us.
She's got
Music's just
She's gotta
so
do
Get
this.
on that end of the
mellow.
room and Mr. Bluegrass.
We have
Okay, so you have to come to Thompson Street, and we can do facials. We can do your hair. We have skincare by Levito from Israel, hair care from Philip B., the man himself out in
You
California.
get to give their dog
I
a
use
belly
both of
rub.
those
You
products.
can Rigo turns over, gets belly rubs. You can take him out for a walk if you want.
Yeah, he don't care. He just doesn't care.
He likes to go to Joe and the Juice with Frank and just hang out
He
there.
got very concerned the other day, but he was funny because when he thinks he can really pull me and he can't. But he's heading home to find you, and then he goes into the back. Now that he knows Mom is around, he comes right back out to lay down with me, just lay down next to me again for a belly rub. This is my boy.
He looks for him all the time. I think yeah.
Full
Account-
range of vitamins.
Full range of vitamins.
Metagenics.
Thorn Metagenics. Come check it
Boron.
out. We can wake you up. You can go to sleep with melatonin, whatever you want. Yeah.
And plenty of qualified help.
But all I know is your psych medicine. It's not working. You got some nutty customers in there.
This is the
We
neighborhood we're in.
we are a
neighborhood,
pharmacy.
yes.
We are a pharmacy.
Every old neighborhood
we
has
are.
them.
We are who we are, aren't we?
We have one old
Yes.
lady. We have one old lady who comes in the store and no names around. But one minute she's as friendly as can be. The next minute she's nobody's helping me. Nobody's helping me.
And she's
She's
gonna
Frank's
call
favorite.
In. She's going to call in a couple of minutes, most probably.
It'd be great if
Let's
you were
listen to some
listening.
music.
Where would you two like to play? What's next? Where would you
that
two
is a
like
good
to?
question.
Where would
And you-
where would you two like
Well,
to go from here? We know
we're-
you're in the opera.
I know.
Oh, no,
I know.
you can't say.
No,
you-
you
shh,
can't
shh,
say. No, you
I
don't
think
can't
we're
say.
going to say that in a song.
Okay.
Okay, that's
know
where
it, I
we would
know
like
it.
to go.
Oh
You
no,
wanna-
you're gonna make me not talk.
You can talk afterwards.
Okay, I want to go too.
That's
Okay.
right, but don't give the punchline away.
I won't. Now I'll sing it.
You can sing it.
Okay, Gary will sing it too.
You can say.
Key.
He's got a great
We're
voice.
doing it now?
Yeah, let's do
Are
it
you ready
now.
for another song, Frank?
I'm
That's
always
what-
ready. That's why you're here. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
9:35. We're
Want
ready
more
for another song.
conversation, or-
We can do whatever you want. You can tell me to shut the hell up anytime
I
you
want,
want.
I want to go there, so I want you to sing it. Gary wants to go there.
G.
E. This is in the key of E.
You heard it here. Key of E.
Yeah.
If
Actually,
you're
I just
playing
need-
along.
I
Jay,
need-
I'm
I
watching
need,
this.
like,
Jade
a
is
little bit-
studying Bob's guitar. She's studying the guitar.
the dobro.
Oh, stand up and take
You
a
should-
look
you
and see
should
what
tell
he's
people
doing.
About
I
the
will.
dobro.
That's a good idea, but
Maybe you should do
no,
that.
no. I think we should do the song.
Okay, well, I'm going to tune.
Okay, you're
first.
going to tune the dobro.
Jade, you want to go bluegrass?
No, the dobro is
They
not
want to go
bluegrass.
too.
Yeah, the dobro. If it was an American invention by two Czech brothers, the Dopera brothers, who named their company Dobro because they were the Dopera brothers. Thank you. I didn't knock it over this time. That's pretty good. I'm good at knocking stuff over. And at that time, before electric guitars, they wanted to have guitars be louder so they could play in the jazz bands. And he invented a way of putting a aluminum speaker cone within a frame in the guitar, which gives it the distinctive sound.
Sound, yeah.
The other thing, which is much loud,
It's an instrument that does not need help. Yeah.
that's right. But I like to play it loud just so people know I'm there.
Now, for those of you who
But
cannot
there's one
see
other
us,
thing. Yeah, I'm going to explain one other thing. The Hawaiians, the Spanish came to Hawaii when they conquered it in the middle of the 19th century, and they brought guitars with them. And some very clever Hawaiian figured you could take a piece of metal and put it on top of the string and do this. And then Hawaiian music was invented that way, and they tuned the guitar into a chord, a major chord like this, so they could...
Feel free. Do a Hawaiian. Sing Tiny Bubbles for us.
That's right. I mean, but the instrument was kind of a novelty instrument until one of the main bluegrass bands of the 40s and 50s, Flatt and Scruggs, had a man named Josh Graves who took the dobro into a place of a real instrument and is now one of the main instruments in bluegrass and country music.
Before you sing the next song, most people on radio can't see. You can see it if you're watching on live.
Yes.
Bob plays his guitar in a what he calls table style. Explain to people what table style means.
Well, since I'm taking a piece of metal and putting on top of the strings directly, it's much easier if the guitar is flat as opposed to like a normal guitar on edge. So I put the guitar absolutely flat like it was on my lap. That's why it's called lap style. But I'm standing up because I got a strap and I can do it that way. And so it's much easier to play with the bar. I think that. Are you in tune? I've talked enough about the dobro for sure. I'm ready, and we're in the key of
But
B.
I've learned so much.
Oh,
I never
she
knew
was
about
interested.
Hawaii.
She's listening.
No, she's heard this story a few
I can
times.
just sit and listen to that.
I could listen all day. So.
I find that amazing that people actually want to listen to me. It's still surprising.
Are you kidding? This is my best lesson of the day.
I'm always interested where sounds come.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Trying to get to Nashville, singing songs on that country stage. Trying to get to Nashville, Lord, I'm gonna be there some old day. Trying to get to Nashville, singing songs on that country stage. Trying to get to Nashville, Lord, I'm gonna be there some old day. To the 4. Just like Ernest Tubb, Loretta Lynn, all my heroes, that's where they've been. Just like Willie Nelson and Dolly too. Look out, Nashville, coming home to you. Trying to get to Nashville, singing songs on that country stage. Trying to get to Nashville, Lord, I'm gonna be there some old day. Trying to get to Nashville, singing songs on that country stage. Trying to get to Nashville, Lord, I'm gonna be there some old day. Take it on the 4. Trying to get to Nashville, singing songs on that country stage. Trying to get to Nashville, Lord, I'm gonna be there some old day. Trying to get to Nashville, singing songs on that country stage. Trying to get to Nashville, Lord, I'm gonna be there some old day. Should we tag it? I said, Lord, I'm gonna be there some old day.
Woo! So I think the place might be called Nashville.
But where in Nashville? That's a tough one. I know.
Maybe the Opry?
You got to record
The
in Sun Records.
Could it be the Opry?
Yeah. I would love to record for some. They don't exist anymore. There are no record companies anymore.
It's a
Basically.
tourist trap now.
Yes.
It's just a museum.
The sun was in Memphis.
So yes, to answer your question, we would love to play at the Grand Ole Opry.
Woo!
That's where we
The
would
Grand
love
Ole
to
Opry,
play.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing at Opry City Stage here in New York, right on Broadway, which is great. We're not, that was one of our goals this year, but our goal coming up for the second half of this year is Nashville.
Nashville.
And the song that Kat just sang is going to get us there.
Don't be surprised if Opry doesn't fill in where City Winery leaves off soon. A lot of country acts go to City Winery. They're going to have to go somewhere. And there's
I
always
mean, look how
good
many places have closed. The Bottom Line,
Bottom
one of the
line.
great.
I miss
Line was
Tramps.
great.
Yeah,
I used to go
so
see
many
some great shows at Tramps.
Yeah,
Everybody has to come see the sheriff and the deputy. That's all. They're going to go going there. I have to say one thing. One of our staff members' child is having surgery tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So Irit and Joe O'Gara, Sean and Ryan, may Shannon do very, very well tomorrow.
Yes.
Irit, good luck tomorrow. Good luck, Shannon. We love you.
Gary.
Yes, sir.
This is your cue, man.
My
Tell a
cue.
joke, sing a song. What do you got?
There we go.
Ready? We're trying to get to Nashville.
We're going to Thompson Street.
No, we got to follow him to Nashville.
Gary's trying to
Gotta
get through
go.
the paperwork is what he's trying to
Yeah,
do.
Gary's.
What do you think? Thompson Street Pharmacy should go to Nashville, right? They gotta go.
Another location?
I like
Hey,
that.
if we're going,
That's
we're coming
right.
with
Yeah,
us.
we're going to
That's
Nashville.
right.
We're
I
going
like
right
our
with them.
concept
Yeah,
of
well,
well-being.
Yeah, bring the drugs
Part
with
of the
you.
team.
Should we bring Rigo to Nashville?
Take him anywhere.
And the drugs.
He can roll
And
over
Frank,
anywhere.
we got to take Frank. What are we gonna do with that Frank?
So we got a
We'll
little.
do it.
We
And
got
Jade.
a little. Okay.
From Nashville.
So it's
She's got a guitar.
9:43. We're
They used to
coming
travel with
rounding
wagons.
the turn for home. Shameless plug time. Sheriff and deputy plug. What do you got? What's coming up?
Tomorrow night, come to my jam at the Zinc Bar, which is on 3rd Street between Thompson and Sullivan. It is a bluegrass jam open to everybody. The Zinc Bar is a gorgeous bar. Very good drinks. Party starts about 9:30, and we keep going about 12:30. Lots of good songs. If you play a guitar, mandolin, anything like that, come bring your instrument. Everybody is welcome. And people have a good time because it's a party.
If you can't stay awake, do stop by Thompson Chemist and pick up some Barocca so that you can stay awake.
There you go. You got to sit. You got to fill
Cat,
out.
what you got?
Stop by the original neighborhood pharmacy.
On Tuesday, July 24th, from 7 to 9 p.m., will be the next Thompson Street Medicine Show. We hope to see everyone there. And we'll be also broadcasting some live things from there. So if you can't make it in person, we'll be there for you.
And how do we reach the two of you if somebody wants to book or inquire?
Sheriff and the Deputy on Facebook.
On Facebook? Okay. Sheriff and Deputy on Facebook. You'll find them.
Excuse me, it's Sheriff and the
The.
Deputy.
You heard
The.
the.
Yeah, and that's a capital T on the. That even though
The.
the.
Sheriff and the Deputy. Jade, we're going counterclockwise. You got stuff coming up. What's up? No.
Hey,
You're gonna hate me when I see a thing of where you're playing tomorrow night. Okay, no. Jade is quiet this week. She's taking it easy. Thompson
you got to
Street
bring your
people.
guitar to the Zinc Bar.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
up over at the place this week?
What do we got going on?
Oh, we have an art show on 7 to 9 p.m. on Thursday. We're gonna have an art show. We're gonna have live music. Well, not live music. Maybe some Gary's DJ music.
Well, yeah, a friend of ours will be DJing, but this is all part of our what?
Community vibe.
Community
We don't know what we're
well-being.
doing. We're just following the vibe.
Well, we hope to show neighborhood.
We're the pharmacy of good
neighborhood
times.
connection.
The pharmacy of good times.
Well,
I don't sing or dance. That's all I could say. I'll be plotting and scheming for my next week's show, which will be show number 100 next week.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Thank you. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I know, actually, I have an idea, but as with most shows, I plan nothing. Maybe I should start doing it, but I find that live happens. It works better for me that way. So I figured I would just give it a shot. And I don't know how.
we appreciate that.
I'll tell you, I started, well, it's show 100, so it's 2 years ago. I started off because, well, I needed a little something to do to keep me a little busy. I didn't know Jade yet. I worked with someone else at the time who was quite unhappy working at the time. I don't know why, but, well, he was. The only guy I know with a job that hated it, that didn't want to have a job.
I know, there's
But I started. It was coincided with something else going on. Someone I know had directed a play, a one-night play, which done. Next thing is, it got picked up at the Here Art Center for 3-week run, and she directed for 3 weeks. They got the funding. And I said, you know what? I'm doing this show. You should be my first guest. Because what happened was, as the reviews were coming in, she got no credit. All the compliments came for the acting and directing, but all the criticism came from content and writing and all that. But she didn't do the interviews, and she got 0 credit. Well, not by name. So I figured, I'm doing this show. I want her on as my guest. I am going to give it, but she never came on. She got scared. She doesn't like doing it. She's not scripted. She never came on. Well, I stayed, And I don't know how I stayed, me doing 100 of anything. Maybe it's that healthy amount of mild insanity I have in my family. Commitment. I should be committed. I'm doing this. I don't know. I come in here with nothing
you stumbled
planned.
into this.
Yes. And that's just how it is. So I do have guests next week. Yeah. And before we go, I'm going to tell you what I always tell people. Everyone should be heard. Everyone should somehow. I am the most silent person in this room right now. I am. You two are on stage. Somehow you two met. You're on stage together. You have how many shows now together, roughly? Hundreds. Hundreds. How many years has it been together?
We have been singing together 15 years.
Okay.
But the last 2 years, full-time series. Yeah.
Okay. That's one. Okay, so 15 years they've known, they've played. In the last 2 years, it's kicked in with a residency at a club, at a venue in Times Square, New York. This is pretty good. Jade, who was always searching for what am I going to say? I got to do. We had a few conversations. She gleans the information, and now all of a sudden, between her, which she loves doing, her busking all the time, where she's been in a couple of commercials. She has now opened her own radio station on Spreaker. You're a little silent about these things. That's SPREAKER on the podcast. You can find. Yeah, if you're on the radio, you can see that sign behind me, and she is there. Gary and Jolie have besides their pharmacy, which they've been doing it for years and years, decided to start playing music. And they decided to have music in there. So they have bluegrass.
The pharmacy of good vibes.
We connect.
And they connect. And
we connect. We want to connect.
And
with
I'm
the
not
community.
kidding. It may sound like a joke, but they really do have more people in attendance there than some professional musicians in a club where they're looking to sell tickets and they can't do it. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So
and people love it.
Out.
They're happy.
If you would like to give it a try here,
really
write to us at cityworldradio@gmail.com. cityworldradio@gmail.com. Personally, I don't care what you have to say. Just say it. Let everyone hear it. Do it once. Do it 1,000,000 times. Do it live. Record it and send it in. And you can have a lot of fun. And it's 9:49, and we have a little bit of time to go.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yes. Gary, what do you think?
Did we talk about vitamins?
You can never get enough vitamins. Healthy vegetables.
I think
we spoke about Thorn.
We talk about dogs.
And even Gary's come along in this station over here, because when he first came on the first 2 times, you asked him a question.
Yes,
how's
sir.
the weather? He looked pained to answer it.
Gary's pretty good.
I don't leave the store much.
He doesn't.
Well, now you got to
out.
walk the dog. So.
Yeah,
But really, that's just
that keeps me.
He realized now that he likes vegetarian bratwurst from.
That's
Rafa,
a great
from
place.
Rafa
We have a lot of great businesses next to us.
Jade,
we
you got
have a
anything
pet
else there?
store next to us. We got
You got a lot of things
streets
next to you.
hopping. Yeah,
We don't have to leave
we
the
have
tiny
Rouge
streets.
to the left of us, and you have a great hair cutting place, and then you have Linda.
You have a
down the
dentist.
block.
You have a dentist
Linda
on your
has,
block, like an old west, like
hats.
retail shop dentist. She opened up, and still
she's a
doing well.
nice lady,
She's
really
the
nice.
nicest
What's
person.
her name?
Everybody should go to Dr.
Villamar.
She's
Dr.
the nicest
Villamar.
lady ever.
Yeah.
Was it floss
Sweetheart.
and floss?
Swish and floss.
Swish and floss.
Swish and floss.
She's probably one of the
There's
nicest
a
people
lot
I've ever
going
met.
on our block and beyond. You have, of
If you haven't
course,
been to
around
town-
the
if you haven't been to
Pepe
Townsend Street, you better
Rosso,
come.
and you have a great butcher. We really live in like a little Disney World.
That's right.
of our
I mean,
own.
We
Sullivan.
don't yet. I'm saying
little
Disney
Main
World should not
Street,
be coming to
USA.
304 Hudson Street.
No. Yeah, I mean, Sullivan Street is a part of our
Sullivan
existence.
Street is a
Sullivan,
world of its own. It's a
Yeah.
whole different thing on Sullivan Street.
Well, our little perimeter.
Yeah, I like
has
that.
some
I like
character.
They're
include-
nuts on Sullivan Street.
and
They're
we
weird.
and we aren't.
We're different.
Come
We're
on,
fun.
you started that.
We're fun.
That's true. That's true. We are fun.
They're nuts.
They're a little calmer.
They're a little bit, you
They're
get all
fun.
these people who've been living there for a long time. They tell you about
Oh
the
my
neighborhood.
God!
You know.
I
You get that voice, like 40 years ago. You know those people that are dead now?
You
When they were
remember
alive.
Angela?
We'll say, I got some lasagna. You're gonna come up and eat it.
Tell you
Angela
something.
killed three, four.
You're
three,
not
four
neighborhood.
husbands.
You're not living here. You're not a weed around.
Angela had a statue
I'm not
of
kidding
Christ
you. I
above
told
her
someone I was living there
Oh,
27
here, have
years.
some eggplant.
They told
Have
me
some-
I was a transplant.
There you go.
I'm
I've
not
only
like
been
a
there
weed that grew
33.
up between sidewalks,
Yeah. I've only been there 33 years. So
You're a transplant.
that's right.
You're not neighborhood.
That's right.
I'm
and
from
I'm not
the hood
Italian.
because
That's
I used
what.
to hang out with the Italians with my father.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is wait. Can I just go? This one we had this neighbor. She would come in. Oh, I don't know what this is, and she'd have this letter. She thought she was dying, and then you're not dying, Angela. And then she'd grab the letter from me. So what the hell they want from me? Just like
That's
that.
it. Every neighborhood
and then
has
2
nuts.
seconds later, she'd offer me, "You want some stuffed peppers here?" It's just,
They're killing me. They're killing me.
Come,
there you go.
eat, sweetheart.
You want to close us out?
Yeah, I think we got a good song.
Okay,
from
so
Kat
it's
to close it out.
9:52. We're going to close out. I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Jolie, Gary, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you for having us, Frank. I hope you invite us
Jay,
back. I hope
thank
we
you
were
for
well
keeping
behaved
us
and you
sane and
invite us
holding
back
us
again.
together. Kat,